Oh, the music. The music fits! Because Mama Mori is disappointed. Mama Mori is disappointed. Have you been naughty? I hope not. I'm so happy to see you, though. How's everyone today? Man, what a day. Very interesting day today. So I'm running around, trying to get things to work on my computer before the stream, and some interesting developments, though. I was actually able to get the voice modulating software that I have. I got a new one, and it now works properly with how I want it to work, and it works with my new microphone too. And I hope it sounds really good for you. But yeah, it's a very interesting day. Also went to go get some food with my dad. And that was a little interesting because we also stopped by the store to get me some drinks. And there was this new Sunkissed flavor that I want to try out. It's called Cherry Limeade. I'm going to give that a try and see what it's like. And I just realized that I actually left the tote bag in the back seat of my dad's car, so I'm going to have to grab that soon. But yeah, interesting developments right now, and I'm kind of thinking about probably doing some Persona 5 tonight, because, you know, it's been a little while since we actually done that, so, yeah, it'll be a lot of fun, huh? Lots and lots of fun. I'm also in the process of trying to get my Chun-Li commander deck finished. I had a moment where I was trying to find a card for it that I know for a fact I had a copy of, and I was looking literally everywhere for one. And I realized I was in a deck that I didn't. It was like the only deck I did not check, and it was in that deck. Felt kind of I felt really dumb because I'm like, it's the only one I haven't checked yet, so I might as well check it again. And so I did, and there it was. Very, very upset about that, but hey, I have it. And so everything's good. Everything's hunky-dory. It's a slappy. Yeah, I know, I forgot to unmute myself in the call. So we'll get to that in here in just a sec. Speaking of, I just remembered I can use my new microphone. I can use the headphone jack on it too. So I'm going to get that plugged in right now. Get it. There we go. Yes. Yes. Oh, there's a setting I need to do on here as well, so I can actually hear it. Oh, where is it? What? There's no feature for it. It should be there. What the hell? Okay. There should be like a little option that I can turn on so I can actually hear myself when I have the microphone up. Oh, actually no. I can hear it. It's not very loud, but I can hear it. Might have to, yeah. I turned it to full blast and now I can hear it just fine. But it's probably really loud for you guys. It's me, a Slappy! If I turn down the main audio now. And I also swapped the audio source to this. Yeah, there we go. I can hear everything. Not irreparably loud. I can fix that. Just kidding, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not like that. I don't want to do that to you guys. Alright, I'm gonna get back into the call. Hey look, I'm back!
Hear my pain in the soul that needs to be soothed with a hug.
I did not hear that.
Well, you do now. I need a freaking hug to soothe the pain in my soul.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I've come to talk with you again.
God.
There's someone in my chat that goes by the name of Sega Dream.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I could drain these nuts.
Drain these nuts! Oh! Okay. But hey, guess what? We're gonna do some Persona.
Oh, word?
Ooh.
For word!
You know what would be interesting to do afterwards? Helping me with my Mardu deck.
I mean, I can probably do it while I'm playing.
Mar is what Mardu?
I just told you, it was red, black, and white.
Commander?
Right now, it's Commanders. It is a
Partners.
Timna.
You have a Timna?
Yes, I do. Foil etched.
Oh, foil etch, okay. Yeah. Those ones are a little easier to find.
These were the Commander Legends ones I got.
I see.
But if I do play this deck in 1v1s, I'll have to change the commander for 1v1s. Which it would probably be a certain commander that costs Mardu and has card draw implemented on him and reduces the mana cost of equip abilities on equipment.
So it's going to be an equipment deck.
It's going to, it is going to be an Mardu equipment deck. And I decided to pick up the Kamigawa Neon Dynasty equipment that are also creatures.
Interesting.
So I got me a Cloud Steel Kirin, a Lion Sash, Chain Flail Centipede, Blade of the Oni, Leech Gauntlet, Bronze Plate Boar, Lizard Blades, Ogre Head Helm, Rabbit Battery, and then just some other really cool ones I thought would work in here would be Scrap Welder and Eater of Virtue. Eater of Virtue is a little weirder though. It says that when an equipped creature dies, you exile it. Equipped creature gets +2/+0, and as long as there's a card exiled with this card's ability, it gets as long as it's kind of like a Odric kind of clone thing, except instead of having creatures with those abilities on the board, It's for each ability you have exiled by this card, you pass it on to the current equipped creature. So say you had an equipped creature with Vigilance die. You exiled that equipped creature. The next creature this card becomes equipped to gets Vigilance.
Yeah.
I thought it was an interesting card that I could try.
I'm not
funny
sure.
enough,
I'm
if I really wanted to, I could stick it on my commander and choose to exile my commander to give the abilities.
Oh yeah, you could.
Because Timna has lifelink, Akiri has First Strike Vigilance.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if the audio for my game is actually good on the stream because it sounds really quiet for me.
Oh, you want me to check? I'm on stream right now, actually.
Yeah, because I can't tell from just the stream. I can only tell from audio mixer from me because it sounds really quiet for me.
Alright, let me deafen real quick.
Oh, sorry. I know why it's quiet.
It's not really quiet for us.
No, I know why it's quiet. I know why it's quiet for me. It's because I swapped my default audio source to my headphones on my microphone, and it's playing the audio from my desktop speakers. That's why I can barely hear it because I have my headphones on. So I gotta figure that out. Oh god, do I have to restart OBS? I really don't want to have to do that.
Because then you would have to restart the whole stream.
Yep.
And that is yabai.
I think I might have to go back to my old thing I was doing where I have it output.
Oh yeah, and I already had one of the creature that I remembered if it was.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to do it the old way, the old-fashioned way for now. Said I was gonna do this.
Define the old-fashioned way.
I think she needs an old setup, maybe.
For the way how I capture the audio originally was on OBS, and you click on the properties for your capture card. There's an output mode called Output Desktop Audio to Direct Sound or Wave Out. I normally do direct sound just because it's less latency problems. So that's what I did before, but I was trying to do it so where I can actually I can manage the audio level separate from everything else on my computer. But yeah, because I had OBS up when I swapped over to my headphones on my microphone, it's still defaulted to my desktop speakers, and so that's why I was having the problem. Well, that's producing no audio right there. That's weird.
I'm not gonna run that one here. Some sort of artifact. That's fine. But yeah, this is gonna be an equipment deck, but it's gonna be a more unusual equipment.
An equipment deck that's not Ishin?
Ishin's not really equipment though. He's just attack triggers.
There's a lot of equipment that have attack triggers.
Most of the ones I know are just when they deal combat damage.
You're talking to someone who actually has an equipment Ishin deck. You want to know something really funny? Equipment is the second most popular with Ishin.
Say what?
Yeah. When you search up Mardu decks and you click on Ishin, the second most popular decks built with Ishin is equipment.
I don't even know of that many attack trigger equipment.
When a equipped creature attacks, double its power until end of turn. When a equipped creature attacks, put a 1 counter.
The Animus has one.
Yeah, yes it does. Yeah, Sword of Animus is one of them. Argentum Armor is one of them. You do want to know what Argentum Armor does, right?
I've never heard of that before.
Equipped creature gets +6/+6 whenever equipped creature attacks, destroy target permanent.
Oh, Landistro.
You can just literally destroy anything, and with each out, you get 2 targets with the attack trigger.
Oh, look, double Landestro. I'm just gonna kindly hang up this rope and do nothing suspicious with it.
So, did you know that I discovered an infinite combo you can do in mono white?
There's an infinite combo in white.
In mono white. Like, literally a mono white deck with no other colors. There's actually an infinite combo you can do. And it requires Kentaro the Smiling Cat as your commander.
What?
His whole gimmick is he costs 1 in the points to play, Bushido 1, 2-1, even Samurai. You may pay X rather than pay the mana cost for Samurai spells you cast, where X is that spell's converted mana cost, or mana value. So, in hindsight, you basically only have to pay colorless mana for your Samurai spells. And that combos up with, there was one card, it's an artifact. Cloudstone Curios, it combos up with that and another card. And that basically makes it so you can go infinite. But, you know, Cloudstone Curio is just like a good card to have for any infinite combo enabler.
Did you say Cloudsteel Kirin?
Cloudstone Curio. It's a rare artifact from the original Ravnica block. The damn card's $65 though. So whenever a non-artifact permanent comes into play under your control, you may return another permanent you control that shares a permanent type with it to its owner's hand. So just based off of that, you can obviously tell that that's a good card to use for a lot of infinite combos. But yes, equipment decks are like very popular with Ishin. You want to know another one that's really popular with Ishin, with equips?
What?
Helm of the Host.
Huh?
Get more copies of Ishin, then you get more attack trigger. You get more duplicated attack triggers.
Oh.
Sounds useful.
God.
You want to know another good equipment card that's good with Ishin?
What?
Trepanation Blade.
What the hell is that?
Whenever a equipped creature attacks, defending player reveals cards from the top of his or her library until he or she reveals a land card. The creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn for each card revealed this way. That player puts the revealed cards into his or her graveyard.
Oh, and it's mill. Oh God.
It is basically mill, but it's just any creature card that gets
Aggro
revealed
mill,
gets.
I'll call it.
But the thing is that with Ishin, that triggers twice. So you basically do
This
do
essentially becomes Demir strategy in Mardu.
Kind of, yeah. Sword of Hours also does double triggers with attack. Because whenever a creature attacks, put a 1/1 counter on it, and when it deals combat damage, you roll the d20.
Oh my God.
And Armor of Eroas is also another really good one. Whenever equipped creature attacks, put a 1/1 counter on it. But with Ishin, you get 2 1/1 counters.
2 whole 1/1 counters? Oh my God, that's broken.
You gotta understand, it's only a 2-drop artifact before 2 equip. How about Moonsilver Spear? Whenever a equipped creature attacks, create a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying.
Tapped and attacking?
No, not tap and attacking, you just create it. But with the Ishin, you get 2 of them.
Oh.
Blade of Selves. Equipped creature has Myriad.
Oh. Fuck.
That's good.
I actually saw it. I wasn't sure if I wanted to get it or not.
Oh, no, Myriad is actually kind of broken. It's very strong. Especially if you're in a multiplayer game.
I already spent like 40 bucks in singles today. I was good after that.
That's fair. Whenever a equipped creature attacks the player with the most life or type with the most life, create a 4/4 creature from flying that's tapped and attacking that player. A Seraphic Greatsword. That's another good one to use. And also, I'm also seeing some other suggestions of doing like the Sword of line of cards, like Flight and Shadow, Fire and Ice, Feast and Famine, and all that. But I know those are not attack triggers, so they don't really count. But they're still good to have in general.
Yeah.
Those are some other ones. Tatsumasa, the Dragon's Fang. Oh, there's one that actually gives you 2/2 white night creature tokens when you attack, and they're also attacking as well. Now, I can see Ishin working very well as like a mixture of equipment and auras, because there's a lot of auras that have attack triggers as well. But no, Ishin is actually definitely a very, very good commander used for attack triggers. Like, if you want to do like a really good aggro deck, Ishin's a really good one to start out with.
I still can't believe Ishin lost to freaking Omnath.
Well, one of the big curses when it comes to Mardu is ramp. Ramp is always really rough when it comes to Mardu. Because you're basically playing 3 colors that don't really have much in terms of ramp for card draw. I mean, sure, you had card draw with black, but that's at a cost.
You say that, but there was literally a game where Eagle played Akiri and Armix, his partner commanders, on the same turn. It was turn 1.
Well, I mean, if you got the right setup, it works, but I'm still just saying that Mardu is probably notorious for having one of the worst ways of ramp. Because all 3 colors don't really have, like, very effective ways of drawing cards with the exception of black. But black is at a cost.
Yeah.
But anyways, enough talking about Magic. We got some Persona to play. And the audio
There's
is delayed.
never enough talk about Magic.
I don't know why the audio's being delayed right now.
You never seen it coming.
What the fuck?
Mick just go
Alright, there
snag
you go.
Whiskers. I heard him by the basement door.
Ah, you're in your man cave?
No, I'm in my dump. My dumpy basement. This place is actually kind of a fucking
Wow.
dump.
I keep hearing,
my
like, weird
garage-
static noises when I have the audio playing in my game.
My garage looks like absolute shit too, but it's, you know, still man cave.
Did I get stuff for again? I have Jund with me. I have my Mardu deck. I have my Azorius deck. I have my dragons. So what's left? Golgari. I think that's it.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, Golgari and Gruul.
God, I hate these lecture thingies.
Okay, so I guess the Discord reaction thing's not working right now.
Reactive images.
Yeah, it's not working. It won't show up. It won't show up anything.
That sucks.
Yeah, don't know why. Refresh the page cache and everything, and it's still not working. So, oh well. Not like it's gonna be a huge loss. I don't know. Maybe it just has a hard time doing it when it comes to just like server call rooms. Alright, so I need to try to remember what I'm doing here.
Focus. Trying to survive in Mega Man Zero right now.
reveal your true form.
Alright, the first move is my persona. Should help here.
Psychic, okay. I need to use psychic moves, but I don't have any. That's okay.
Amber, you psychic.
Go down.
Psychic moves.
All enemies defeated. Just what I'd expect from you, Joker.
I'm still seeing a problem with doing merciless on here. Because if I one-shot shadows, I won't be able to recruit them. And, yeah.
Alright.
So I have to
You
down
know
them if
what?
I want to recruit them.
I can't believe that choose a background and fricking Friends Forever isn't banned in 1v1s.
Well, I think it's because there's a limited pool of cards for those mechanics. That's probably the reason why it's not banned. And also,
on top of choose a background being technically still only one commander.
yeah, that's another thing to keep in mind. Because like, it's
I'm
not
gonna
like
change my enchantment to a legendary creature. Does it count as commander damage now?
if it does combat damage, I think technically true that it is technically true. Yes, but that's a lot of work you gotta do just to make an enchantment to a creature.
I don't even know if you can.
Oh no, there's ways of doing it. I bet you there is ways of doing it. With the amount of cards that are in circulation right now, I definitely think it's possible. Come on, doggy. I wanted to ambush the doggy.
It's somewhere.
Spotted a shadow. There's a dangerous one in there. Persona! You heard us!
I'm surprised that you're not using Brain Stealer Dragon no more.
Amazing!
Why?
Enemies defeated!
It's a really good card.
Well, yeah, I know it is, but like I said, I don't play black.
So then why did you get the Demir Precon?
For other cards,
Got an item.
For the blue cards?
yes. Specifically the blue cards, actually.
Okay.
Oh, so you're not even gonna use the thing itself?
Oh, damn it. What?
Then you're not using like the archetype itself?
Probably not. I respect the deck being good, but definitely, it's definitely not a deck I would play.
Fair. If I were
Really?
to build a Demir deck, I think that would be one I'd want to play.
If I wanted to build a Demir deck, what I would probably do is I'll probably want to rebuild my Rogue Tribal deck. I had a lot of fun with the Rogue Tribal deck.
Just what I'd expect from you, Joker. There's 3 of them, but we're the better team.
Fair.
I'll use my persona! Charge, Johanna! You defeated an enemy!
Okay. I had a feeling it was fire.
You took them all out.
Yeah. I need to move myself so I'm blocking off like the stats for my party members.
Damn, that thick ass is covering it.
It's a step.
Damn, those fake titties! Those honking badonkers are blocking off the
Okay.
HUD. How dare you?
That's all it takes for me.
I like it whenever I see people like talk about like whenever they see a K-Saw talk about honkabadonka and she does it in that like typical voice that she normally does, and people are just like, oh, it brings me back.
There was some people calling her fat after seeing her IRL debut at the event.
Yeah,
As her model.
yeah, and she actually did a stream and explaining exactly what she basically trying to clear out all the rumors, because she actually got insulted on that because she does exercising like almost every day. Like she
It was
does
just the way that she
exercising.
was bending her skin.
Yeah, because it's just skin. It's not fat.
Yeah,
That's-
that's actually insulting, especially to somebody like her who actually freaking works out.
Yeah, she does. She exercises all the time. So having people say that, oh, you're fat, is like, no. You don't know what she does outside of her streams, so that's like very rude to say.
Yeah. I find it funny that you only need like certain cards out of these pre-cons, and the cards you don't need are the ones I need.
Well, I'll be honest, there probably are some of the black cards I do want to keep, so just keep that in mind.
Yeah, Brainstealer Dragon is like a huge one on my list.
Ice. Do I have an ice persona? I don't know if I do. I don't. How about bless? Oh, I do have ice. Yay!
Well, Lamula is pretty cute.
I could technically use the Woe Strider in the pre-con too now that I think about it. It's a sack outlet.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I already have a copy of Woe Strider. I actually pulled one when I was doing the new set for Fuck Theros. I almost forgot what the name of the area was.
Oh my god, there's a freaking Leviathan horror that costs 5 mana. It says on attack your opponent mills 10.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
But yeah, that's basically what the deck does. It's all about milling and stealing stuff. That's all it does, and it's actually been proved to be like one of the best ones from Baldur's Gate.
I would go as far as saying it's the best.
Yeah, because the other ones are good, but I think the one that's actually probably the weakest, I think, is the girl one. I think that's the only one.
I would say that the party one's the weakest.
Oh, no, nope. No, it's not. It's like the second strongest.
Really?
It's like the second strongest.
So Dimir into Orzhov into into Gruul.
See, no,
order,
the party
best
one.
to worst.
No, the party one is really good. Just because it
You're kidding me.
it has a lot of cards to actually supplement the party mechanic to actually make it worthwhile, and the fact that there actually there's like new cards they introduce as well, just make it a lot better. Like, it's basically aggro without red, essentially.
You have got to be kidding me.
I'm not shitting you, because like I actually played some games with someone at the other card store I go to on Fridays.
Do you need the Herald Horn in that pre-con too?
The Herald's Horn?
There is a Herald's Horn in that Dimir pre-con.
You know what's funny? I think I already took it out and put it in another deck.
F.
I'm looking at the pre-con right now. And so far, yep, it's in another deck. I think I actually put it in my cleric tribal, which, funny enough, is the same colors.
I thought it was Orzhov.
What?
I thought your cleric tribal was Orzhov.
It is. It's the same colors as the pre-con.
This pre-con is the Dimir one.
No, I'm talking about the. I was talking about the Orzhov pre-con.
You bought the Orzhov pre-con?
I bought both.
You bought Orzhov and Dimir?
So far, I got all but the Izzet one. The Izzet one's the only one I haven't gotten yet.
Yeah, the Herald's Horn is in the Dimir one, not the Orzhov.
Oh, well, let me check and see. Find that pile. It's the deck.
Yeah, Brainstealer Dragon Herald's Horn in that one.
It's not those ones. This one? Oh, here it is. Okay, I found it. Oh, I forgot I had Mindcrank. Mindcrank's a disgusting card.
I can't believe it's in a pre-con.
Yeah, it's crazy for it to be in a pre-con. It's such a good card.
So then it is not in a deck.
Nope, it is. It's not in here.
Oh, it's not in there either?
Yeah, it's probably in a deck because I actually already have a copy of Herald's Horn because I use it for my Elemental Tribal. But I needed another one for my Cleric Tribal, so I probably took the one out of the Dimir and put it into my Cleric Tribal.
I should write
Well,
something.
Brainstealer Dragon's still a good thing.
Yeah. And I just like the whole concept of it being like a dragon with freaking Mind Flayer tentacles and all that. It's just,
I
It's just
do think its artwork is pretty sick.
it's very silly, and I love it.
Somewhere.
Nothing right there.
Wait, you want it?
Did I say that?
Yeah?
I don't say I love it.
Oh, I thought I heard you say it's very silly and I want it.
Oh, I said it's very silly, and I love it. That's what I said.
Oh. Okay.
Reveal your true form.
Try to dash. You think I'm trying to dash your hopes?
Persona, go! Strong and impervious to
Maybe.
nuclear attacks. I'll use my persona.
Flash bomb!
Queen, get a
I do
Wow.
need more copies of Harold's Horn, though, no joke.
looking cool,
Let's go.
Joker.
You're mine.
So then you have only 2 copies of Harold's Horn, 1 in your Elemental Tribal, 1 in your Cleric Tribal.
Yep, those are the only copies I have. Because the first one I got was from Jumpstart, which I did not know they got reprinted for Jumpstart. I thought that was crazy.
A decisive victory.
But then again, there's a lot of like surprising reprints on Jumpstart.
I gotta say that these precons are probably still like some of the best that we've gotten.
Yeah, they're really good.
The Dimir one is crazy.
I feel like it's going to be really hard to one up the decks when Dominaria United comes out. 'Cause that's coming out in September.
Oh, that's next month.
Yep. And
Oh,
I know
shit.
you're a little upset about the Warhammer 40k ones getting delayed to November.
Yeah, it was either October or November. It might have been October even.
I can double check it here in a sec. So I'm trying to get to the spot where I can stop. Let's take a look and
I got
see.
it.
Let's see. Release
Oh, I
date.
think it's actually October.
Yep, October 7th. So it was supposed to be released in August. Yeah, the release of the set was originally stated for August 12th, 2022, but it was delayed due to ongoing supply chain complications. So yeah, because of supply chain complications, they had to delay it to October. So
Shit.
no Rabadon for you until October.
I really want to build him as Dragon's Approach deck. That's gonna be so cool.
He's pretty good. He's pretty good.
Yeah, he's exactly the kind of jank I was hoping for those colors. Because I'm tired of all these Spell Slinger ones. It's still kind of Spell Slinger because I'm just trying to cast Dragon's Approach over and over, but it's enough. It says during your turn, spells you cast from hand, but mana value X or less have cascade, and X is the total of life your opponent's lost this turn. So using Dragon's Approach for all that burn makes it get more for that X value for cascading.
Oh. So they actually have it noted who was the designer of the set for 40k. It's actually Ethan Flesher.
I have no idea who that is.
He did the designing for Gatecrash, Theros, Commander 2013, Born of the Gods, Journey into Nyx, Vintage Masters, Commander 2014, Favorite Forge, Arena of the Planeswalkers, Battle for Zendikar, Commander 2015, Oath of the Gatewatch, Eternal Masters, Commander 2016, Amonkhet, Masters 25, Dominaria, Core Set 2019, Modern Horizons, the Signature Spellbook for Gideon, Commander 2019, Throne of Eldraine, Theros Beyond Death, Commander 2020, Commander Legends, Calpine, Commander 2021, Modern Horizons 2, Adventures in the Forgotten Realms, Innistrad Midnight Hunt, Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, and Baldur's Gate.
So he's a big part of that of the game.
Yeah, he was.
Creation.
There's a few of them where he was the lead designers, and some of them he was just a regular designer. The ones he led were Journey to Nyx, Commander 2014, Oath the Gatewatch, Commander 2016, Amonkhet. He co-leaded Amonkhet. 2019, Core Set 2019 he led. Modern Horizons he co-led. The Spellbook Gideon he led. Commander 2019 he led. Theros Beyond Death he led. Commander 2020 he led. Kaldheim he was leader. Commander 2021 he was leader. Mod Horizons 2 he leaded. And Innistrad Midnight Hunt he leaded. All the other ones he was.
I'm gonna have to get the precon from LGS because it says that the card Fabricate does not come in the precons, but it is a promo card that you have to get at your local game store day release.
Oh, for Fabricate?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I did notice there actually is a promo Fabricate for the Warhammer 40k. I did notice
and
that.
I will probably get that because, you know, it's literally a tutor in blue.
It's an artifact tutor in blue. Yeah. I know, I have a copy
I can even...
I have a copy of the, what was it?
Strange.
What was it? Maraudon? Like one of the original printing of it? I have a copy of that.
I could probably use that in my dragon deck for getting like... Oh, I can use it to search Fist of the Suns.
Yeah, you can.
That reminds me, I still need to get a Joda.
Yeah, he's dirt cheap though. Just so you know, he's like really
Yeah.
cheap. I got lucky and I pulled a foil copy of him in a Dominaria booster pack.
I was unfortunate and pulled a foil copy of Golos.
I'm sorry.
And just for him to get banned later.
Mhm. It happens.
But honestly, it was kind of justified.
I thought that was kind of funny. We were talking to Eagle and he was like explaining his reasoning when it comes to cards getting banned in Commander, how stupid it is.
Yeah.
But I know you don't want me to talk about him right now.
Yeah. I'm gonna be real though, I still think the whole Breacher deserved what he got. And I also think Notion Thief should be banned too.
I feel like it would be more justified if they banned Notion Thief, but bring back Hull Breacher. I think that's a good compromise.
I think that's an awful compromise. They're both bad.
Well, it's kind of like what they did with when Gallows got banned. They made what was it, World Fires, or what was it called?
Yeah, Worldfire.
Was it World Fire? Yeah, it was World Fire. Yeah. Because, after they banned Gallows, they unbanned World Fire, which I thought was gonna be one that was gonna stay banned forever.
It's not even doing anything in the game now that they unbanned it.
Yeah, it's just kind of like sitting around and doing nothing, even though it's unbanned. No one really plays it that much. Let me see.
Exactly.
Yeah, sad.
I'm gonna check EDHREC and see how many decks are playing it. And 1,819 decks, 0% of 692,236 decks. So it's barely getting any play whatsoever. But I think it's probably just because people still think it's banned. Even though it's not
knows?
banned anymore.
Only time will tell.
But nah. I think World Fire is just one of those cards that's like, people think it's like, oh, it's so cool, but it's actually just something to make things even more frustrating.
All you have to
really?
do is put out freaking Chandra, who deals your opponent 1 damage to begin their upkeep, then Worldfire after you plus her.
Mm-hmm. Oh, believe me, I know. There's like very simple ways to try to get the win with World Fire. There's a lot of very easy ways to get a win with World Fire.
And that was just one of them.
Hell, you can do like an inflict. You can do an afflict deck with World Fire, and that will be a very good way to do it because it's like even if you block an afflict creature, they're still gonna take the damage and lose. So it doesn't matter what they do, they're gonna lose. Unless they have a way to, like, you want to bounce the creature or prevent the damage or whatever. Oh, it's a great player. They'll play Fog. Yeah. I wasn't paying attention to my game, so I don't remember what that button I pressed did.
I'll reveal your true form.
It did a thing, that's all we know. What the
No,
thing
but
is, we
you
don't
did-
know.
But you did see my message how I told you that I finally figured out where my Karma's Will was.
Yeah.
I feel
Shin.
I kind of feel ashamed that it was the only deck that I built that has white that I did not check, and it happened to be the last thing for me to check on.
Clearly inferior.
Oh, wind? I don't think I have wind.
The disrespect.
Go down.
Oh,
Let's do this. Go!
I don't have any wind.
Persona. Bam.
No time to waste. A spectacular victory.
All right. Focus.
Shadow defeated. Let's go, Joker.
Hey.
Platforms.
Thanks, power.
Cool. So, got one more wheel seed left to go. Okay.
That Shadow's bad news.
Show me your true form. Let's go.
I'll put my guard down.
Persona.
Better your guard than your pants.
No holds barred. Means it can still fight.
So you want to know something I can do now with this new program I'm using to morph my voice?
I know, what's up?
Huh?
How's this sound?
Robotic.
Oh god, you can make yourself kind of like Val.
Yeah, if I wanted to, yeah. Or I can do this one.
What the fuck?
Echo, echo, echo.
Yeah,
I
I'm not
almost... I thought about talking, like, saying hi in Valia's stream when Muma was there when you rated them,
Yeah.
but it was too late. I felt like I shouldn't bother.
Enemy burning. Hope with wind
How come?
still beat your damage.
I have a thing against, you know, the way her voice modifier just doesn't rub my ears the right way.
She was testing out some other styles of voice modification that still sound robotic, but make it so they can be easier to understand her.
Nice work, team.
She actually discovered one of them that I thought was so freaking funny. Basically, it alters her voice to being a lot deeper, and she kind of sounds like Bane a little bit.
I was thinking in my head, Luke, I am your father.
No, the way how she's talking, it sounded like she was Bane.
Where are you, Batman? That Bane,
Don't listen
right?
to him. I'm in charge. Do you feel in charge?
That
I was
Bane, right?
born.
The
I
Batman
was
one.
born in the darkness,
Hardy?
molded by it. If I pull that mask off, will you die? Oh, it'll be very painful.
Oh, a treasure chest.
You mean Bane from Batman, right?
Yes.
No, I'm talking about Bane from
Show me your true
Bane.
form.
I'm talking about Bane from the Electric Boogaloo.
The first move is ours.
That's
I'll use my
You're
Bane
talking
2,
about
the
Bane.
Electric Boogaloo.
You're talking about Bane, the Bane of Progress.
talking about Bane, the bane of my existence.
You're your own drain resistance. That's on you.
Oh, shut the hell up.
Snoozy snoozy.
Nice one. They're at your mercy.
Now it's even harder to squeeze cards in Corval. I literally got like 4 really freaking amazing ones that can go in it.
Oh, I know. You sent me that message asking about the cards that I have set aside for you.
Yeah.
And you wanted me to take a picture of them or whatever, or tell you which ones it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you sent that message, I was still fast asleep. I didn't wake up till like.
Feeling.
No, I didn't wake up till like around 7 o'clock my time. I didn't get to bed. I got to bed pretty late.
My
Don't.
parents would fucking annoy me if I slept that late. They would already annoy me that I sleep at till 2 p.m. But yeah, I got 4 cards I could put in Corval. I got Zayatora today. I got Mahadi, Ruthless Technomancer, and Dockside Chef.
Yeah. Oh,
And
I didn't tell you
all of
yet.
them have synergies with treasures.
Did you see the picture I sent you with the how I got the cards in the mail now?
Yup.
And I am excited.
You got the Vidalcan Ori. It's time for that good copium shit.
Okay, it's alright. I'm just moving myself so I don't have my model blocking out the stats for my characters.
It's not your fault you're dummy thick. Genetics just gave you blessings.
Maybe I should do what Kason said. He's like, but my mama made me this way.
Oh, you want more?
I thought it was actually kind of funny when people are saying it's just like your hunk of a dunkers are awesome. It's just like, well, I'm not really too fond of them, but my mama made me this way, and just like it's like a double entendre when she said that.
Damn.
Because on top of the fact, like, it's just a typical line you say when it comes to like, well, I mean, it's like I can't control what I look like because this is how I was born, and then it also applies onto the fact that her VTuber mama actually basically refused to change the model to give her smaller boobs.
All right.
Because she did ask her model, so like, hey, can you make the tits smaller? And the VTuber artist is like, nope, just flat out just says no, and she's like, okay.
She's like, I drew you thick because you look best thick. Now be thick. Embrace all the thick.
Okay, I just got a new armor.
Down with the thickness.
Is it female armor?
But you don't get
It
it, lady.
is.
You don't know what you're doing. Your
Curse
thickness is making
insta-kill.
the guys thick down there.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna get down with the thickness.
I want to get up and get down with the sickness. Get down with the thickness. So
now
I just
it's
got some new armor that's female only, but the armor I currently have for all my female companions are alright, stronger. Even though the one I just got prevents curse insta-kill, which is actually really nice. I don't want to have to sacrifice defense for that since I'm playing on Merciless. Having to take more extra damage is not very good. Alright, I'm gonna head back to the entrance to do the Velvet Room. I also need to change my fan. Fan's not pointing at me and it's getting kinda hot in here.
The intensity is heating you up.
It's not hot in here. It's just you. Wink, wink.
Nudge, nudge.
The thickness. You're gonna get up and get down with the thickness. Yeah.
Do you need something?
Trying to figure out how many freaking cards I have that create foods, clues, and treasures in my Corval deck.
A lot.
Pursue rehabilitation.
You
with
do have
all your
tireless
powers.
provisioner in there, yeah?
Always strive for more.
Why are you sniffing like a dog?
One of my favorite.
So I guess I discovered that apparently there's a thing that Shy Lily does where someone can actually do a redeem and she just basically stiffs the microphone like a dog. I was just trying to replicate that.
Lily is smoochable.
It is neither remarkable nor unremarkable.
Who?
Lily? Shy Lily?
Oh,
The cat orca.
Cat.
Or as I like to call a corca. I have an echo? What? Do I have an echo?
Echo, echo.
Oh, did I accidentally leave that thing on? I think I did.
I'm gonna go ahead and assume that was a Ben 10 reference, right?
Yes.
Ben 10 Alien Force, yep.
Ultimate Alien was pretty sick. It was cool seeing the aliens evolve.
Okay, how about now?
I
Please
never
don't.
really watched Ultimate Alien.
I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that.
Yes, my ears are sensitive to that.
Sorry, I honestly don't know why I have an echo.
Not gonna lie, you did sound like Echo there for a sec more.
You okay with this?
I have an idea why, perhaps.
What's that?
Maybe you have your maybe you have your regular audio being captured, and then maybe your audio is being captured again on Discord too.
I don't think so.
That's a thing I know.
But I think I have like the audio capture turned off for Discord. So I can't imagine a way for it to actually capture my audio on Discord. I do have the noise suppression turned off, though. On Discord, that is. I can probably turn that back on. Maybe that will help. I don't know. But no, Soldier, I actually got another voice mod program to work properly with my new microphone, so still got a little bit of like some bugs and glitches I need to figure out, and yeah.
Oh wait, what am I doing? That's also a treasure synergy.
We're gonna chop them up all at once.
Cards that create treasures.
Oh, I want Hellbiker. I want Hellbiker, but I'm not high enough level.
Then get good.
This is it
Rub.
powered up. This will become an even more powerful accessory.
Oh, you don't say.
Done already? Caroline, this is your choose wisely, inmate. We're gonna use the strong stuff to choose wisely. All right, I'll lock him up. I'm gonna train him real good. Finished already? What? Foolish.
Alright. Time to go back.
Okay. I'll just add this.
Save the game.
Let's go.
Sure.
Whoa!
Okay.
The hell?
You know, one thing for damn sure, I'm not cutting my freaking sack outlets down again. 2's low enough.
I can't find
that's what I should do. Well,
I'm having a hard time finding a sweet spot to where I'm going to position myself because, sure, I could set myself in the center, but now I'm blocking off like the actual like text for people talking in the game. This is annoying.
Damn, Mori, you can't help that you're so dummy thick.
Yeah, it's starting to look like I might have to keep myself on the right side.
Awaiting orders.
Probably the best option.
Just look on the right side.
Isn't that the left?
Johanna!
You know what I mean.
If you want, you can make it weird and you can just flip yourself upside down and hang from the top of the screen.
I could. But do I want to?
Do you?
No.
Chances are, if you were hanging upside down, you would possibly have a nip slip with what you're wearing.
Nah, it's skin tight.
I can arrange that.
Skull's a mouse. He's helpless.
Squeak!
You accuse me of being horny. Jeez, right?
No, I accuse you of having really cringe jokes.
Yeah, there were a few instances where you said I was too horny.
God damn it, Ryu, stop being so rattled.
Let's do this. How about this?
Persona! Go down.
Great! Nice move. Could I beat that loser? Squeal like a pig. You're on the floor. You're the best, Panther.
Let's go.
I was almost tempted. When I was at the shop, I looked at the top shelf, and what did I see? I saw old Commander Precons. Which one did I see? The one with Dockside in it.
Yeah.
But it was $90.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Damn it.
If you can get the pre-call for the same price as Dockside Extortionist, that's worth it.
Yeah, because then it's like the rest of the deck's free.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's somewhere.
What can I take out to make
Okay, it's a platform. We don't need that right now. Do you have a Vorpal Blade?
Oh no, I'm talking about for my Jun deck this time.
No. Oh, I thought you wanted to work on your Mardu deck.
I was, but then I thought maybe I should just work on Jun first. There's only 4 cards.
I mean, I could once I get to a point with Persona and I'm getting bored with it, could probably do a deck building stream and get my my treasure deck redone with you know what?
Mana Crypt?
No. Oh no, Rocco. My treasure deck with Rocco.
Don't worry though. There's still nothing special.
Rocco's so fucking good.
For a freaking
Gonna be-
uncommon, it's just ridiculous.
I can't believe the shit I came up with for that deck. It's insane.
Just like on the fly.
Yeah.
Persona! Ravage them!
Teamer Sabretooth, Seedborn Muse.
Holy crap, I did 2,000 damage.
Victory.
Teamer
A lot of
Sabretooth,
damage.
Seedborn Muse, and Vidalgan Ori with your commander. That's just so broken.
But so then again, I was focusing on my game.
I said Teamer Sabretooth, Seedborn Muse, and Vidalgan Ori with your commander. That is just so fucking good.
Yeah, it is. It's ridiculous.
It literally just ends up tutoring all your creature combo pieces to win the game.
Yeah, that's actually very much true. Now, if I had a way to get and like give them haste and all that, but I guess it doesn't really matter because I'm doing it on other people's turns with Vidal Canori.
And Teamer Sabretooth is not once per turn.
No, I know. Because as
So
long
you
as
can literally go pay 2 mana, bounce Dockside, bounce Commander, replay Dockside at flash speed, get enough treasures to utilize for Rocco, and then cast Rocco. And you can do that every single fucking turn until you get every single piece you want on the board. And if you have a card draw outlet on the field, like, for instance, the Great Henge, you're just going to keep drawing cards in addition to that.
Yeah, I know. I get it. I fully understand what you're getting at.
It's just insane.
Alright. Fixing some problems with my, I'm trying to fix some stuff here. Give me a sec.
See, maybe I don't even need the extra combat phases in Corvold with...
Well, that was weird. What the fuck? What just happened? Hold on, I can't hear you. I need to leave the call and come back.
Well, hello there.
I think Discord like flipped out when I was changing some settings on my audio.
I was saying maybe I'll take Morag Fury of Akuma deck. I don't think I really need extra combats in Corvold. Debatably. I might actually, like, if Corvold's big enough to kill one player and then I get extra combats, I can make it so that he kills every player. I don't know.
I saw one combo with Corvold that I thought was hilarious. And all I had to do was just fist bump the guy for doing it. You want to know what he did?
What do you do?
He got Corvold big enough to basically go lethal commander damage against one player. And another player that was low enough life, he just did fling on Corvold and flung the damage over to the other player and basically got a two-player kill with one turn.
Oh. Oh, shit.
It was so freaking funny, and I just like fist bumped him like, dude, that was awesome.
Oh my god.
Joker, a treasure chest.
I'm still missing one more whale seed. Am I? How about I'm gonna miss it? Am I going through here?
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Where are you? There you are.
All right, a chest. Joker, it's a treasure chest.
Oh.
Whoa.
I actually want to see the stats for that first. It is stronger. Oh, +3 magic. Nice. That's really good, actually. Let's do it.
I found a chest. What do you want to do, Joker?
This is a really cool game.
What's that?
I think he's in another world.
I swapped out Mega Man Zero for one of my newer Game Boy games I plucked from a ROM site called Lady Sia. It's a 2D.
Lady, see you later.
Fry. That was
The
that was
mural
dumb.
should display on the front wall
But
now, right?
anyways,
I'd expect so.
it's a 2D
Joker,
side
would you
scroller
please?
adventure game, and the first level
what?
was actually pretty
I can't
nice.
even begin
I'm
to
actually on
tell
my
what
way
this
to the
one
second
is.
level right now.
It may be a rather
It's a
difficult puzzle for us to
it's a
solve.
very cute game, and the gameplay is pretty nice too.
Yeah, it's hard to find a way to slot these cards in the deck. I might not even be able to put Mahadi in here. But I have
come?
to squeeze the other three.
Yes!
Because my deck space is so tight in Corvold.
Child pulling
Like,
on her mother's
everything I
strings?
have in there has significance.
More voices.
I'm tired of eating dinner alone all the time. It's always just convenience store bentos. I want to go somewhere. Take me on a trip.
Oh, are you only supposed to have like a certain amount of cards in Magic? Like very limited to like Pokemon?
Yes, you have to, for Commander, it's a limit of 100 and no more, no less.
You can
Oh,
only have
100.
100 cards
That's
in a deck,
what-
including your commander, and each card, with the exception of basic lands, you can only have one of each card.
Yeah, that's way more than Pokemon. I was about to say.
And there's also
If it's
some
such a
rare
Pokemon.
exceptions other than basic lands that have abilities that actually say you can run more of a card.
You know I'm working hard to support you, right?
Like my rat deck, for example. Which I still need 30 copies of Rat Colony.
I see.
And then I need like 25 to 30 copies of Dragon's Approach when I get that Grixis commander for Warhammer.
I thought it was pretty normal for a child to want to spend time with their parents, though.
Yeah, looks like Futaba was a pretty lonely kid.
I'm gonna be real, I'm probably running
So
25
these
copies of
incidents
Dragon's Approach
compound,
in my
forcing
Grixis
her
deck.
mother to suicide.
I must die.
Excuse me.
I killed her. That's why I'm here in this tomb.
How many lands do I have?
I will die.
Oop, first death. Okay.
Futaba-chan!
Why'd she get so quiet all of a sudden? What happened to that snarky personality?
Could her heart perhaps be growing weaker?
We have to hurry and save her!
I don't think I should take out any lands. Fuck, am I gonna fit these in the back? I think I have a good amount of removal.
Hey, this ain't opening. Think there's a way to open it somewhere else?
My pairs are all important.
This door... it looks familiar. Oh, Futaba's room! That's it!
Why ain't it opening?
It must be her cognition that no one can enter it.
Lady Sia almost looks like
I'm
Samus
surprised they
Aran
made it this far.
if she was in the medieval
Beyond
times.
lies the Pharaoh's chamber.
So the treasure's still here?
Indeed. However, you need my permission to open this door.
Then open it for us.
I cannot. You must have her invite you in.
What the F? Ain't this your palace?
What's she mean, Mona?
Maybe I'll
The
take
shadow
out
is
the hair.
Futaba, but not Futaba herself. In other words, we need the real
Instead, I'll
Futaba's
put in
permission.
side
So we need to have Futaba-chan open her room and let us in?
Considering that you made it all the way here, you may be able to do it.
them.
I guess we gotta return to reality for now.
But I remember Boss saying that she won't let anyone in.
Right. She's a serious shut-in.
How will we convince her to allow us entry?
Standing around here won't help. We'll just have to give it a try. That's what she wants, after all.
I think that we should do it too, even if it means we have to force ourselves in.
Someone sure is stoked about this.
We have no choice but to sneak in again.
Joker, it's your call when we do this. Make sure you think of some excuses just in case Boss catches us.
We're counting on you, leader.
On that note, is everyone clear on what needs doing?
Oh, that reminds me. Give me the calling card, the one Alibaba sent us.
What are you going to do with it?
We're the Phantom Thieves, you know. We gotta announce this. If the treasure's there when we get the room open, giving this to her will let us take it right away. Queen, help me think of what to write.
I suppose.
We got this covered. You decide on a good time we barge into a room. That's all you.
Oh, and I also saw the new Predator movie. It's called Prey. It's actually a really good movie.
How could you watch it? I thought you were in it.
Focus.
What are you trying to say? I'm a predator or I'm prey?
Clearly, you're the prey.
Well, you better start praying because, I'm gonna instant transmission your way, buddy.
Maybe in dreams.
The first move is ours! Feel my rage! Finish it for me!
Persona! Movement! Ravage them!
Yes! Victory! Nice work, team!
Am I crazy if I'm thinking of taking Blood Artist out of the deck, Mori?
Yeah. Yeah, Soldier, I'm doing good. But I kind of need to, like, stop for a second and go use the restroom. I need to use the bathroom. So I will be back.
Gotta use the band.
I'll be waiting for you.
Are you not entertained?
I got to pet sheep. That was the only good part about my day.
Oh, where'd you go? To pet sheep.
So he had to pick up something at one of our other friends' places, and they had like a very small farm.
Okay.
And they had chickens, roosters, duck, sheep, and goat, and a kitty cat.
Oh, okay.
It was small though, there wasn't really that much. And God, the sheep are more obnoxious and annoying than I thought they would sound.
Yeah.
They sounded like they had frogs in their throats.
There's a video that I saw months ago on TikTok of this one goat that just kept spitting in this guy's face and just going, "Nay!" and just kept spitting at him.
That goat sounds like a real piece of shit.
Yeah, goats really are not. Some of them are pretty jerky. They're the kind of things you would expect to see head on when you least expect it.
I see.
that was close.
Mori was immediately judging when I asked that question. I'm like, would you think it's weird if I took out Blood Artist? It's like, yes.
Yeah, I heard that.
I just don't know what else to take out right now. Like, everything has important significance in this fucking deck.
Put yourself in a tight situation then, did you?
Like, the only things I could think of cutting are things that I have other cards that do similar things.
I control that.
Stop killing your controller.
This is gonna sound really crazy, Mori, but I think I might have to take out Blood Artist.
Do you have other ways of like getting damage in with sack triggers?
Yes, several.
Okay, then maybe he's good to be taken out then.
Let me tell you what they are. So most of my stuff just says deal damage when a permanent is sacrificed.
Focus.
I have Jury, Mayhem Devil, Havoc Jester, and Marionette Master all as pingers.
And I think,
Why would you ever want the marionette?
and if I remember correctly, Blood Artist only triggers when a creature dies, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's probably not the best one to have in there
Oh
then.
no! There's a powerful
Yeah, because this
little
is a
shadow.
lot more treasure synergy than anything. The other ones all trigger whenever a player sacks a permanent. Except for Marionette Master. Marionette Master says when an artifact is put into a graveyard, and treasures being sacrificed counts as artifacts hitting the graveyard, right?
Yeah, treasure. When you sacrifice a treasure, it still technically hits the graveyard before it ceases to exist.
Yes. So that's 4 pingers, and they work with when I sack anything, not just creatures. And I do have other means of getting life in the deck as well. For example, I have... my stuff that creates food tokens. I can always invest treasures in cracking my foods to get life back. That's one thing.
Oh,
I have Prosperous Innkeeper. Whenever creatures enter the battle, even if they're tokens, I get life from that. And Great Henge. Every time I tap it, I gain life. And actually, I think that's it. But there's just so much stuff that can create food clues and treasures that, like, I'll definitely be able to find those life gain things. And I also play a Vampiric and Demonic Tutor in the deck, so I'm technically running more copies of those things.
Yeah.
So the 3, I ended up not putting Mahadi in the deck because the space is just so tight, and he doesn't have any impact right away in my turn. He's only at the beginning of your end step.
Yeah.
So what I did throw in, I actually threw in Dockside Chef, Ruthless Technomancer, and Zyatora the Incinerator.
I'll use my persona.
Yeah, I guess that would work.
And what I took out was Blood Artist, Harrow, and Castle Garenbrig for now. Castle Garenbrig's an iffy one. I ended up cutting one land. I'm like at 32 or 33 right now. Another thing about Zyatora, though, is that it's also another card that does burn damage, and it creates more treasures.
Yeah.
And on top of that, because I threw in my my copy of what's that bitch's name? What's that bitch's name? Where is she?
Let's go.
Because of the where is she? Because I threw Magda in the deck, I have another dragon I can tutor off of her essentially to the battlefield.
Yeah. Are you referring to a Brainstealer Dragon?
Brainstealer Dragon, I don't think I'm gonna put in this deck because this deck has so much card draw already just with all the artifacts I'm sacking with Corvold.
Alright.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense.
Brainstealer, I think, is definitely something I more so want in my Dragon's Tribal deck, considering Morphon does not have card draw built in. And it's kind of like you're drawing 3 cards at the end of the turn with Brainstealer, and you get to play them as long as they are exiled. So even if Brainstealer leaves the field, I can still play those cards, right?
I believe so, yeah.
So I think Corvold should be good now.
Taking the car, let's go. Let's go, Fallout.
Wait, what?
Oh, you know, Fallout works. He works as a security guard, and he actually got a put a ticket on a car that was probably illegally parked in the parking lot.
I've seen people park in such stupid fucking ways, it's ridiculous.
I saw one when I was working at Walmart when I was living in Arizona. I saw someone actually take their giant pickup truck and basically take all 4 corners of a parking spot. And I'm just sitting here like, dude, you're just being an asshole at this point.
I've seen people park sideways in straight parking slots, and they end up taking up 2 spots.
Yeah, but no, with the way how I was describing this guy that I saw that parked, he was taking up 4 spots.
That's just fucking obnoxious.
Yeah, it's so stupid. You know, freaking, I need On Alive to do fire damage to get the extra attacks, but she keeps getting one-shotted by ice.
I even actually picked up a couple cards for my Azorius Spirit deck. Kindred Discovery and Drum Bellower. I don't know if a Drum Bellower is going to really do anything in this deck, but it's there. Probably won't. I just got it because it was a good card. I don't know if I'll take Kindred
But
Discovery.
only on taps creatures, though.
Yeah, I know that. I'm not really much of a blue or white player, but Renar is kind of fun.
You don't like playing control?
Not really.
You like to be the person that wants to play without control.
I'm the kind of guy who just likes to put cool creatures on the board.
Crystal of Wrath.
That is terrifying.
Another will seed. And it looks like that's the last one, too.
I'm talking about the skull thing that was on your stream.
Yeah. Automatic Sukukaja after the start of battle. I think Sukukaja is, yeah, if it's Speed Master, then it's probably going to be Accuracy Evasion. Okay, let's do a recover, and then swap the party around real quick.
Kindred Discovery is just so good in this deck because it also triggers when tokens enter the battlefield.
Yep.
That's why I wanted to put it in Renar. Because every time I foretell a card, create a spirit, I'll also draw a card replacing the foretold card. How many lands are in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
But I mean, I can't believe the one time I needed a persona that knew fire attacks. He's in training at the in the Velvet Room. So I can't use him.
All right. Know your place. Come inside. We've much to discuss. There you are, inmate. Our master admires the progress of your rehabilitation, and hence has given you use of a special ritual. It's the gallows, used to strengthen persona abilities. Any further questions regarding this ritual can be directed toward our master himself. He's apparently gonna consider making even more rituals if your rehabilitation goes as planned. Work hard for it, inmate.
Pursue rehabilitation with all your body and soul.
Alarm time, inmate! Today we will hang them more forcefully.
Oh, this is going to be useful.
One of my favorite duties. Begin searching.
I didn't realize space was also tight in
damn.
Renar.
I haven't been getting any
You're
personas to
sleepy?
fuse.
You wish to view the compendium? Take a look.
My Renar deck actually might be semi-competitivable. It's got a lot of like really good stables in it.
This weapon will be stronger than normal. We're gonna strangle him real tight. Shoot for the stars. Well, it is what it is. Shoot for the stars.
This is how execution will alter your... May your powers become one.
There are a few non-spirits in this deck, though, and by a few I mean a ton. But spirits are just the most frequently played ones in here because of abilities.
Get ready for this. We're gonna chop them up all at once.
I need 2 more levels so I can get Hellbiker.
A group will be executed. Choose wisely.
But I do need to get
Begin searching.
Icarabia.
It is neither remarkable nor unremarkable.
Guess I have plenty of buffs in the deck already, maybe.
Choose which skills to inherit.
take this one out.
Expect a modest gift of power. I see.
I guarantee that if he talks to Jordan, Jordan's gonna set him straight. And then he'll say something to me.
Yeah, probably.
Because I did tell Jordan what was going on today, too, because, you know, I didn't want to go right to my parents. But I did inevitably tell my parents. And they did pick me up. Well, my dad picked me up.
Ooh, Tetracarn.
What?
Tetracarn. It's a support skill you can get in Persona that puts a physical barrier on yourself, so the next physical attack that's dealt to you is reflected back to the attacker.
Bill, is that you? Have you been working out? You're more than one triangle now.
Wait, you talking about the Persona?
Yes, I'm making a reference to Bill from Gravity Falls.
Oh. No, a lot of people like to make the comparison to Patrick Star. And saying that, wow, Patrick, did you smoke too much weed and crack?
Oh my god.
Thunderbird!
So I did think about something interesting I could do in my Morphon deck, though. So you know how all the new Kamigawa dragons have abilities when they're sacrificed or they die?
Yeah.
I had an interesting idea of running all 5 dragons and then run Zayatora as well to be the aristocrat part and sack off all my dragons to turn them into burn damage to get their abilities.
Hey.
Yeah, I can see that working.
The green one, create XX green spirit where X is the number of lands you control. That's pretty good. It also says the green one also says that when it dies, you search for 3 land cards and put them to your hand. Not 3 basic lands, 3 land cards.
Wait, which card is this one?
This is the green dragon spirit from Kamigawa.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
The black one says either when it dies, each opponent discards 2 cards and loses 2 life, or I put a non-dragon creature from my graveyard onto the battlefield and lose 2 life. Not sure how often that second ability is going to come into play. But just force discarding your opponent too is still pretty gross.
Yeah.
The white one says when it dies, look at the top 7 of your library, put any number of non-land permanent cards with a total mana value of 4 or less from among them onto the battlefield, and then put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order, or you put 2+1/+1 counters on each permanent you control that's a creature or vehicle. Why would a dragon care about vehicles? What the fuck?
Oh, say that again.
The second part of the white one says when it the second part is the choice when it dies. You put 2+1/+1 counters on each permanent you control that's a creature or a vehicle. And I said, why the fuck would a dragon care about vehicles?
It's just
especially a dragon spirit.
It's just a generic thing to say that because of the fact that it's just so that when the vehicle becomes a creature, you won't be like screwed on like getting counters on it, because you can still. It's just giving you. It's just giving people a reason to use the card in a vehicle deck.
I guess. Bluey says that when he dies, return any number of target non-land permanents with total mana value 6 or less to their owner's hands. I'm guessing that's on the board. Or you can mill 6 cards, return up to 2 instants or sources from your graveyard to your hand. Yay, I get to reuse Jessica's Will.
Yeah. But
Okay. I'm back.
And then the red one, when it dies, exile the top 2 cards of your library until the end of your next turn. You can play those cards, or you could just create 3 treasures. So in other words, if I Zayatora sack a 2 Atsushi, the Blazing Sky, I deal someone 4 damage, create 3 treasures, and then I can always create another 3 treasures.
Yep.
So I net gain 3 mana. Net gain 2 mana. I mean, I thought it would be kind of cool to turn them into like a toolbox.
Okay.
I don't know if I could fit them in my deck, but you know, I thought it was something cool to think about. And I also found I got Kyodai, the Soul Kamigawa, the white dragon spirit that is technically Wooburg, with flash and flying. When it enters battlefield, another target permit you control gets indestructible as long as this card's on the board. And you can pay Wooburg to give this thing +5/+5. Oh my god. I'm wondering if I'm dying because all the frickin' times he vapes and I inhaled that shit.
I've been around people who smoke for a long ass time, and I have not gotten any negative effects of it thus far. Look at the names of each character in Persona 5, and I'm honestly thinking that there's like a special hidden message in the characters' names because of the black square that highlights the certain letter. I don't know if that was a design choice or if that's like hinting at like a secret message or something.
Hey.
I think you're overthinking it.
Well, I mean, when you really look at all the characters' names and the specific letter that's marked, I don't know.
Only Mori could say. She's the Persona addictor here.
What?
The characters' names and the specific letters that are like marked. Is that conveying like a hidden message or something?
Not
with
really,
all the characters'
no.
names? Or...
No,
Oh, so
it's just a stylistic choice with how they're doing the wordings, because the way how they do their calling cards, it's just basically they basically clip out like random characters and letters from like newspaper clippings and stuff like that to write out their message.
Oh.
And yeah, they're just basically trying to apply that kind of style to like, you know, character names and text.
Alright, so it is a design choice, okay.
So I was right, he was overthinking it.
I honestly thought there was something there.
Not really. There really isn't too much of it, like hidden messages with that. But there are some depth when it comes to just how the story elements work in this game. Because I'm not sure if you have noticed, but each palace actually represents one of the 7 deadly sins.
I never pay attention to that, no.
Here I can show you what I'm talking about. Let's just pull up the achievements here. Then you got Cruiser of Pride, which is like the last palace you do. Casino of Jealousy, which is the second to last. Spaceport of Greed, Pyramid of Wrath, Bank of Gluttony, Museum of Vanity, Castle of Lust.
Oh, it's
so,
literally just...
Yeah, all the palaces are supposed to like have like a theme of like the 7 deadly sins for each palace.
Man, it's hot.
And I guess
And-
that affects the enemy types as well, too.
Not entirely, no.
You would think. Like, say, per se, there'd be enemies that look super hungry in the Gluttony Palace, and there's like special variants for that, or some really attractive character enemies in like the Lust Palace.
Really, when it comes to how enemies are in each palace, it's based off the palace theme, not based off of what sin they actually represent. Because like you have the first palace was a castle, so you have like knights in armor, mages, court mages, and stuff like that. That was like the whole theme of all the enemies you come across there. And you got the current one that I'm doing, which is a freaking pyramid in the middle of Egypt, and so you got like mummies and stuff like that.
I see.
So yeah, all the palace's themes are with their enemies are more based off of what the palace theme entails. It doesn't really have much to do with the 7 deadly sins that they're based off of. But there's also another layer to where how each of the main characters could actually represent each of the 7 deadly sins as well, or it could be that each character represents one of the 7 heavenly virtues.
Heavenly virtues.
I've never heard of heavenly virtues before.
Yeah, I can list them off here in just a sec. They got 7 virtues, but basically the 7 heavenly virtues are the opposite of the 7 deadly sins. So the virtue for lust is chastity. The virtue for adultery, what do they call that? I'm trying to find the other word for that. I think that is pride. Yeah, I think that's supposed to be pride. Nope, that's not pride.
I was about to say pride's one of the 7 deadly sins.
Yeah, idolatry is actually the actual name for the sin, but I think it could be envy. Oh, here's the reporting of them. So chastity is the opposite of lust. Temperance is the opposite of gluttony. Charity is the opposite of greed. Diligence is the opposite of sloth. Kindness is the opposite of envy. Patience is the opposite of wrath, and humility is the opposite of pride.
Okay.
And yeah, there are some layers to each of the characters having that form of the opposition of the sin. And I guess there's also some layers to it because like almost each palace actually each character has like a special connection with each palace for the most part.
Oh, okay.
So with the first one being the Castle of Lust, that was mostly towards probably On, because On had like a personal stake against Kamoshida in that regard. And you could consider her to being the heavenly virtue of chastity, which is the opposition of lust.
Right.
But yeah, there's a lot of like really interesting stuff that came into developing the story with Persona 5. Like they done their homework.
Sounds like it.
And I'm not sure if you ever heard of picaresque novels at all.
No, this is the first.
Yeah, picaresque novels are basically just stories where the main character is actually viewed to being evil, even though they're actually just being good based off of what they believe is good.
Right.
I think I totally misspelled that. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, picaresque. The proper translation for it is relating to an episodic style of fiction, dealing with the adventures of a rough and dishonest but appealing hero. That's what picaresques are.
Oh, okay.
Kind of reminds me of accelerator from certain scientific accelerator, I think.
Accelerator.
Yeah, so there's this series called the A Certain series. You have a certain scientific railgun, a certain magical index, and then the more recent, a certain
Those ones, okay.
accelerator.
I've heard of those.
Could those
animes. I've never
actually be
watched them.
considered picaresque?
What?
The animations you just talked about, could they consider picaresque?
What does that mean?
Right, it's a type of story or novel where it talks about the adventures of a rough and dishonest but appealing hero.
So I don't know if I would say he's dishonest, but he's more of an antagonistic protagonist in a way.
That's a better way to describe it, but okay.
Because he actually was an antagonist at one point, but he ended up changing and kind of helping the good guys, sorta, question mark. He's a
So-
questionable fellow.
So basically an anti-hero.
Yes.
Yeah, anti-hero sounds like it's a better definition.
It's quite hot.
He's a fucking badass though, and his ability is really kind of broken. He has the ability to manipulate vectors, I believe. It was said.
Yeah.
Everyone.
So there was literally one time he literally touched a railroad track with his foot, and it all came off of the freaking ground.
Damn.
He's one of the most powerful. I think they're called espers in that world.
Yeah, I've never watched the anime series.
It was cool. I liked it.
Excuse me.
Gotta watch in order though. I think you have to start with either a certain scientific railgun first or a certain magical index first. I'm not sure which one it was because the timelines overlap in some of them.
I'll look it up because right now I'm looking for anime that I may have missed when I was a teenager.
Oh, so you're looking for older anime to watch anyway?
Yeah,
Yes.
and I know that's a certain series is old enough.
There's also the Data Live series.
Yep, for some reason I refuse to get into that.
Why?
I don't know. It's just, I mean, I'm one for harem animes.
Oh no, there's
And-
actually legit fucking story
You-
too. Like literally, what they ended on for the last season is such a fucking awful cliffhanger. And when I say it's awful, I mean they timed it so well it makes you want to see more.
Oh no, it's not the story problem of harem animes. It's
You just don't like harem anime in general?
no, I love harem animes.
So
I
what's
have
the problem?
That's the thing. I'm
Right.
not sure what is compelling me to not do it.
You're being a little
old
wuss, that's what it is. Stop
My
being a
old-
little bitch and fucking
my
watch
old
it.
friends, and when I
Stop,
was in
stop
high
being a little
school, my
bitch and
old
fucking
friends
watch it.
My old friends tried to get me to watch it too, and I just couldn't do it.
Just stop being a little bitch and fucking watch it.
I don't know. If I stare at a picture of the poster for that anime and I say nope, then it's gonna be a nope for me.
I'm
some
telling you,
reason.
bro, it's actually pretty good.
I would definitely
And-
not. I would say that probably not a good idea for you to just look at like the poster of an anime and say no, I don't want to do this, because you're basically
That
doing
doesn't
the
give
judging.
off like the whole information.
You're not judging the.
Well,
You're judging
I'm
the
not-
book
I
by its
don't-
cover by
Literally at
doing
that
that.
point, judging the book by its cover.
That's the thing though. I don't do that with everything that I
shall
see.
ask you
I
again
look
another
at it and then I try to watch it and formulate an opinion on it. But with data, I don't know what the hell it is about Data Live. Like at all. I don't know what it is. It's crazy. I don't know what the hell it is. It's nuts. It's honestly nuts. I don't know what's wrong with me with that.
I'll
with
tell you
that,
what's wrong. You're
anime.
being a little bitch. Fucking watch it.
It's
Usually
not that I'm.
I was just saying, usually the best way to actually, actually formulate an opinion on something, especially if you're
It's
just
to
Exactly
see it
watch it.
yourself.
watch the first episode at the very least. It's probably the best way to actually figure out if, like, oh, is this the thing I really want to watch? Watch the first episode, and if it
There's some
catches your
people that
interest,
say
then you'll be happy.
There are some people that do a
Yeah, I
rule
know.
of 3.
I know how to watch an anime.
I highly doubt that.
Buddy, I watched Demon King Daimo. Do you even know what that anime is?
Yes, I do. I watched it.
Hey,
Yes, I'm cultured.
It's a stupid thing, dude. Honestly, like I don't know what's up. I honestly don't know what's up. It's a trigger in my brain that's telling me not to do it.
Did you enjoy Demon King Daimo?
Yes, I did.
You will enjoy Date Alive.
I enjoyed the crap out of it when I the few episodes that I managed to watch when I was like a preteen.
You will. You watched this shit and you were preteen, bro. You were fucking underage watching that shit. You
Dude,
were
I was underage.
illegal at that time.
Dude, I watched Spawn, the HBO series, when I was like 7. My dad actually let me watch that shit. Good animation too. It's actually a really good show. Spawn, the animated series on HBO. Not HBO Max. HBO, literal HBO.
What the fuck is the difference?
What the fuck are these options I have for this dialogue?
What?
So, Yosuke basically told me, you should go buy an air conditioner. If you do, I promise to come visit you here every day. And my options are, just go to the library, buy one yourself, or just take your clothes off.
Fuck.
That's funny.
I'm gonna be that person and just say, just take your clothes off and see how he reacts. Of course.
Shut up, strip.
I'm gonna play Strip Mine.
Strip.
Do you have some time?
Point's not the only thing up at that point.
My apologies. Oh. Is this... Let us part ways here.
So I guess apparently my echoing problem I'm getting is just because, like, I'm too far away from my microphone, I guess.
Too far away.
Yeah, which is weird because I'm at least a couple inches away from my microphone.
The fuck?
Yeah, I don't know why. It's kind of weird. Maybe I'll have to do some, like, more fine tuning on the modulating. Yeah, if I had it. So here, the tape measure just right here. I'm gonna do this. So from where I'm sitting, the microphone, it's about 5 inches away.
What the fuck?
I'm about 5 inches away from my microphone, so I don't know why it's having some echoing problems.
Maybe the acoustics in your room?
Huh? You want to say that again?
Oh, I said maybe it's the acoustics in your room?
She doesn't seem to understand our circumstances. This might be a problem.
I don't even know what that means.
The way
Yeah,
how the
well,
room, how the sound reverberates in my room, which I don't think that's a problem. I think it's just probably maybe because I have the volume up too high for my microphones. I did turn it down. I'm not sure if that fixed anything, but yeah.
Give me 1 second to get onto the screen.
Let's send the calling card.
When are we gonna charge into Futaba's room? There's no point thinking it over now. Well, I got the calling card, so let me know when you decide.
This is different from past cases. We'll be handing the calling card directly to Futaba herself. Once we give it to her, we'll head straight into her palace. There won't be any time for prep work in between, so make sure you're ready beforehand. Are you sure we're ready to go? Once Futaba sees the calling card, we'll need to head straight into her palace. Is that okay?
Your request, am I?
Listen up.
Okay.
Listen up.
Okay.
Very well.
Yep.
The one who bullies.
The bullier.
The bullying bullier. Electric Boogaloo.
The Bullinator.
Are you
Dun,
sure?
dun, dun, dun.
the bullinator.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, so you're set on doing this?
Looks like it's my turn to unlock the entrance. Forgive me, Chief.
How will we convince Futaba to let us into her room, though? Even Boss is forbidden entry.
Yes, that is the best course of action.
You know a method?
I think it's quite straightforward. Futaba doesn't know what we're doing inside her palace, correct? Hence, if we tell her we've come to steal her heart, she'll surely open the door and let us inside.
Wait, that's it?
Futaba wants
Or as
to have a
someone
change
would
of
probably
heart.
call it, the
After all, she
bullinator.
contacted us for that express purpose. That desire should lead her to open the door as well.
You're right. Our feelings should get through if we just try and
Is it
talk to her.
octopus?
All right.
Yeah, the
Believe
octopus.
me. Come on, let's get this done.
Naughty the fuck, Mori?
An eyeball? What's this?
Why the naughty fuck,
When
Mori?
did it get on here?
Naughty the fuck?
Whoa! Who are you?
I am the other you.
Is this some kind of hallucination? It's different from usual.
How long will you continue blaming yourself and shutting yourself away from the world?
Blaming myself for what?
For your mother's death. Don't you think it's time you grasp the truth of that moment? What happened before your eyes? What happened to your mother?
The truth.
Why did you choose to rely on the Phantom Thieves?
That's...
Are you simply going to shut yourself in and do nothing? Are you going to avert your...
It's kind of interesting with this part right here because it's very similar to how the shadow forms of other people worked in the previous games. And it's actually really cool that they actually decided to do a callback with Futaba's Palace.
I have never played the Persona games, so I don't even know.
Yeah. In Persona 4, the way how the main characters basically tap into their persona and their persona's abilities is basically confronting the alter self that they push away and say that that's totally not me. but accepting your darkness is the path forward to actually becoming whole again, and that's how they unlock their personas. That's essentially what's happening with Futaba right here.
Rise from the true answer.
Futaba, that's the orange hair chick, right?
Yes.
So, I will kill them.
The cute
in your
girl
world.
with the glasses.
What should I do? We're sorry for sneaking in so many times, boss.
There's no mistaking it. This is the same door as in the palace.
Hello, Futaba? You're there, aren't you? Please, answer us.
I doubt she'd answer.
Alibaba, we know you're there. It doesn't matter if it's through chat messaging, just answer us. In order to steal your heart, we need you to open this door. We can't change your heart otherwise. Please let us in. The other you within your heart told us to have you open it. Deep down, you want to open this door, don't you? Right. We're trying to uphold our promise, but you're the one resisting us. 10 seconds. Fine, but if boss comes home, we'll kick down the door and enter if we must. Time's up, Alibaba. We need to change her cognition. Better to be completely safe than sorry.
So she has to be the one to invite us in.
He's like
Futaba, please open the door.
Seconds.
All right, let's go in.
What is this?
Medical science, information technology, biology, psychology. These are all technical books.
She keeps herself cooped up in a room like this all the time?
Where's Futaba?
Where could she be hiding?
The closet?
She'll shut herself into the bitter end,
Even if that door's opened up, we'll get stopped again inside. I bet a fence or something formed right in front of the treasure now.
This makes no sense. Explain yourselves.
Whoa, she talked.
We needed to change your cognition. Unless we do so, we can't steal your heart.
I highly doubt she would understand it, even if we explained it to her.
So basically, my cognition is being a hindrance, keeping you away from the core of my cognitive world?
Huh? She understood it?
Well, why do you know about that? Who are you?
Why'd you call yourself Alibaba and make things more complicated? If you wanted help, you could have just asked for it.
Because I was embarrassed.
Huh? Oh, my bad. I didn't catch that.
Because I was embarrassed.
I think I get it. Asking someone for help isn't that easy.
Futaba, can you tell us more? How do you know about the cognitive world?
Because I knew about it.
Oh, that reminds me. Boss was talking about cognition or something before, right?
You think this is related to how he was getting grilled by that one lady?
Perhaps her mother was researching this cognitive science that was mentioned?
Cognitive science with a PSI in front. Less science, more supernatural. That's important.
Well, that certainly got her attention. It seems we're on the right track.
So, cognitive science. Futaba, what was your mother working on? Please tell us. What happened?
She's not answering.
Yo, maybe save this for later? Seems she's been through some serious shit, so, you know.
True. She did say things like, die.
Hold on. Futaba-chan, did you really kill your mother?
Whoa, you moron!
Wasn't her death an accident? What actually happened? Maternity neurosis? Is that really true?
On.
We saw what your heart is like, but we still can't figure anything out. The mother that Boss told us about is completely different from your cognition. We want to hear the truth from your mouth.
My mom was... The one who killed her was...
It's possible that she can't remember because her heart has become distorted.
I'm so sorry, Futaba-chan. It's just that I went through a lot myself, and I'm sorry.
There! Now steal it!
What's gotten into you all of a sudden?
Come on! Hurry it up!
We did come to steal your heart, but it's not really done right here at this moment. All you really had to do was open that closet door. I'm sorry we made you jump to conclusions. You don't have to be like that.
I see.
She went back in!
What's the meaning of this? Did you guys trick me?
That's the metal for it.
No, please listen. There's a reason we had to do this.
She's aware of the cognitive world, but it seems she doesn't understand how a change of heart occurs.
Futaba, how much do you know about the cognitive world?
I know that there's another world based on cognition, but I don't know how to get there. Can you guys go there? You said you saw my heart earlier.
Yes, that's right.
How do you do it?
We use a smartphone app.
An app?
Yes. By entering the required information, we can go to the cognitive world.
A name, a place, and a distortion. Those three. So in this case, Futaba Sakura, Sojiro Sakura's house, and...
Futaba, you don't happen to have this app, do you?
I don't.
Thank goodness. Okay then.
Can you take me with you too?
I gotta agree. Just leave this to us.
I'll leave it to you then.
Good. And you better not forget about our promise, alright? Oh yeah, almost forgot. The treasure's not gonna appear if we don't ever read this.
A calling card?
It's the one you prepared. Read it.
I can't read it. It's too dark.
You could just come out.
What?
It's embarrassing.
There's the game.
What?
I'll make sure she reads it, so you guys
I
go
think
on ahead.
slapping means what was so funny in the
Futaba.
game.
Maybe
Make sure
you
you
watch the
read
stream,
it,
you'll
okay?
see.
Okay.
So Futaba locked herself in the closet, and, you know, the whole thing with sending the calling card for the Phantom Thieves to make the treasure materialize. She has them read the calling card. And so, they gave her the calling card while she's in the closet, and he's like, you can read, and Ryuji's all like, you can read it now. And she's like, I can't, it's too dark in here. And Ryuji's like, well, you can come out, and she's just like, I don't want to, it's too embarrassing.
What was so embarrassing?
Oh, she's a shut-in.
Let's see.
Not very comfortable
Futaba
being around
Sakura
other
has
people.
committed a great sin of drowning in sloth.
He's an introvert.
Thus, we will rob every
Like
last
heavy,
bit
she's
of those
heavy
distorted
introverted.
desires.
No, I'm going to die.
Good.
Why'd that just hit 100?
Kitty!
It does it all the time. Whenever you send the calling card, it always hits up to 100. Imagine not watching the stream, yeah.
Imagine having the stream up and still not watching it.
Yeah.
Alright, what should I have as my party members?
Me, myself, and I.
I want to do... I'll have Morgana for healing. Makoto's gonna be like support with more damage. And I think I might do Yosuke. Yeah, that's the makeup I want to do. And
Let's do it.
Go into
There's
the...
Joker.
Probably fighting Batman.
Let's do it. Very funny.
I saw someone actually do like a mock-up movie poster of like, you know, the new Joker movie, but it's actually like Joker for Persona.
Oh, there's a new Joker movie, or are you talking about the one that came out a couple of years ago?
The new one where it's like the origin story of Joker.
So the one that came out a couple years ago.
Yeah.
The one with Joaquin Phoenix as Arthur Fleck.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
It's the one where he's like on the top of the steps.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
I think doing this palace is probably the hardest when it comes to getting the treasure because you have enemies you have to avoid in this part. And with the palace security level being 100%, the enemies have like a very huge view range.
Focus.
I feel like this Margie deck of mine is too slow.
Up high, down low. Ooh, too slow.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you can actually see on the stream, but you can see the enemies have like this large vision range on their eyes.
Oh yeah, I've seen...
Either that or they were smoking too much weed.
I've seen a couple of my friends play Persona 5 Royale.
Joker.
And I've seen them try to sneak past the enemies and shit and failing.
I do believe
If I use
the
this,
boss
I can
battle that
change
you
my
do
heart.
here is actually one of the hardest out of them all.
Input. Futaba Sakura? Sojiro Sakura's house.
How so?
And then something about distortion. Distortion. Hmm? Not again.
You killed her! You're a plague murderer!
It's all your fault!
You're the one who killed her! Don't come near me! You're
Oh.
Murderer!
No!
Earth's Mori.
What?
That's right. I
Slappy
remember
asked you a
now.
question.
Back when they were here,
Yeah?
He asked,
Yeah,
how is the boss battle so hard?
It's better to actually vividly see it than to explain it. Or at the
Kind of
very
like a
least,
man's cock.
at the
I
very
am
least, what it
watching-
most of it does is that it makes your party members dizzy, and if they're weak against wind, they're pretty much gonna get one shot.
Easier to see than it is to explain. Sounds like a man's you-know-what.
I can go in now?
No!
Dingus.
You're a murderer! You're the one who killed her!
It's all your fault!
Don't come near me! Your fault!
I can't take this anymore!
Beginning navigation.
Hell, this ain't what I was imagining.
Just losing your shit.
Were you expecting a mountain of treasure or something of that sort?
There is that over there.
That's it?
The
That's
treasure
right.
must be inside.
All right, let's take it.
Be careful.
Treasure!
Yes, that's a
Something
good one.
here.
I got a bad feeling about this.
You're now ready for a really weird boss battle, though. It's hard, but it's also like pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Is it a shadow?
It's not Futaba.
Tell me.
Fly dude and a robot piggy tank. How about this one right here?
If it's not a shadow, then
What the fuck?
Cognition! A monster that Futaba's cognition created! How can that be?
Hey, look out! Here it comes!
So, like, on top of the fact that she does a lot of damage, she also has a ton of hit points.
So it's a griffin with a
Look
human
at it
head.
fly about.
Sphinx.
No, that's a
Twist it like
sphinx.
this.
It's a sphinx. It's based off
Got no other
Egyptian
option.
mythology, so it's a
Let's take it
sphinx.
down with our guns and skills. Persona! No holds
Wait, Sphinx
barred.
has wings?
Yeah, they do.
Yes.
Of course they do.
Let's go.
I did not know that.
And when she's flying around, you can't do any. You can't do any physical attacks. Holy crap! She did a normal attack and almost killed. Oh, everyone's dizzy. Wow. Yeah, like I said, I don't like this. This battle is not. This battle is not very easy, especially on
So you
merciless.
played this game.
What?
Thank you.
How many times have you played this game?
This is probably like my 4th or 5th time I played this game.
Holy shit.
Because I played the original at least 3 times, and this one's the 2nd time I played. And this is my 2nd run playing this one.
Persona! Okay,
I should probably do that. I should have did that Morgana, because he needed more defense than anything.
Go
But,
down.
yeah, I don't like being dizzy because, like, yeah, there's a chance that you might, Oh, yeah, okay.
how far did it fly up? What's it gonna do? Don't tell me. Is it gonna dive attack us? Damn that thing. When's it gonna strike?
Oh! I was guarding and it took out Morgana.
I'll back out and focus on support.
Oh, rip.
Queen's injured. She needs
Yeah,
some
like I
help.
said, this boss battle is
Fox,
a
your
little
health is low.
tough.
Watch out.
Time for this.
Took out Morgana, I took that Persona lead. Oh shut up, you got some bad ones too.
Okay.
Thank you. This
I
isn't
can't even roll my R's, so I
can't
couldn't
tell at
even
all
do
when
it
it's gonna
in like
attack.
the cat way.
You can't tell. Mona, you've
It's
got
hard
to
for
tell
me
us.
to roll R's.
I can't help it. There are some things that even I can't do.
It's hard for you to do 2-digit math, too.
So
It's hard
this
for
is
you to do
inside my
3-digit
heart.
math.
I didn't think it'd be like this.
3's more than 2.
Yeah, 4 R's more than 3.
Do you remember? This is the suicide note. The men in black suits read it right after Mom died. That's correct. Look at the next one. This is... when Mom jumped in front of that car. That's right. Now the next. No. Don't run. I thought you made your mind up after you talked to the Phantom Thieves. Okay. I'll look. It's me complaining. Mom scolded me for bothering her. Yes. I knew it. It was me who killed Mom. I was a bad daughter. I let her down and she hated me for it. It's just like I remember. Are you sure? Huh? Remember everything. Don't avert your eyes. When
did this
I
happen?
like what Shadow Futaba's wearing. It's actually really cute on her.
Just a little
Yeah.
before Mom died.
You want to know a little fun fact about this whole like thing going on with Futaba?
Cleopatra.
No, that's not what I'm trying to say. The English voice actress that they picked to do Futaba in this game. You want to know who else she actually voices?
Who? I doubt I'll know it.
It's one of the characters from Street Fighter V.
Yeah, don't know it. Never
I'm
played
trying
it.
to remember what her name is, but she's actually Egyptian. Minot. That's her name.
I'm guessing she's the newest edition.
Yeah, she's the newest one that was in. She was the newest one that's introduced into 5.
I see.
And she's Egyptian, which is kind of like applies onto a little bit of connection right there.
I whined about wanting to go
It
on a
even got as
family
far as some people doing fan art of Futaba dressed up as Minot.
trip, but she
Or Minot,
scolded me
not
and
Minot.
said no.
Minot.
Was that all she said?
Monopoly.
Mom said, I'm too busy right now.
Boo.
I need to finish my cognitive research as soon as possible.
And what did you do?
I threw a tantrum. Told her she thought her research was more important than I was. That's when she scolded me.
What did she say afterwards? There was more.
Hey, drink something, and then do a posture check and
she say-
stretch.
My research is almost over. Once it's
Yeah.
finished, we can go wherever you like. I'm sorry I've left you alone for so long, Futaba. Please try to understand, though. This research is really important. I need to complete it. Even if it costs me my life.
Did she hate you?
She didn't? But what? She smiled.
Fuck.
My head.
What?
It hurts.
Star
Which is
Soldier
true.
says, those redeems apply to everybody in the voice call. Get moving, Rye.
Damn. Well, I already have a drink, so.
It's calling me.
And I stretched earlier.
Earlier isn't now.
The hell? We ain't doing shit to it.
I might.
Futaba?
If I break my
Punch.
shoulders, that's on.
You
That's
came
on.
into your
Star
cognitive
Soldier.
world?
I didn't really eat much at all today. All I
Person
had was a
themselves coming into
bagel,
their own
a
palace?
medium fry, and
If
2
that
chicken
happens-
patties. That's it.
All I had was dinner, and earlier I had a brownie.
No.
Why don't you say something?
So,
Yeah,
Maury,
this-
you want to know something interesting?
What's that?
So now that we have these creature equipment, all those cards that tutor for an equipment card also tutor for creatures now, technically.
If for those that have reconfigure, yes.
Yeah. I was literally play testing, and I was stuck with mono white in Mardu, but I drew open the armory
I fault
to
it,
get a
Mom.
creature, and I happened to have had Sword of the Animus, so it being able to tutor for the reconfigure equipment creature unfucked me.
Wait,
Yeah.
is
It
that
does help.
monster her mother?
Futaba's desires
do
and
be
guilt
like
must
that.
have distorted her cognition of her. The wish that her mother was alive again is mixed in as well, along with those eerie jeers.
And some of these equipment creatures are really fucking amazing. Like, for example, the rare white one, the Lion Sash. Pay 1 white, exile a target card from any graveyard. If it's a permanent card, you put a +1/+1 counter on this card. And if this card is reconfigured, equipped to something, it gets +1/+1 for each +1/+1 counter on this card.
Yep. I have that
What do you
card.
mean by that?
It's good, and it's
She was
also
talking about
graveyard
cognitive
hate
science?
Yep.
at instant speed.
Don't worry, if it's amazing, I'm sure it'll be banned later. Now, the way how they ban cards is that cards that actually just get an advantage way too quickly are the ones that usually get banned.
She was always such a bother.
Would you say that this gets advantage waged too quickly?
No, definitely not. I could not see Lion Sash getting banned at all. It's still pretty balanced compared to other cards that got banned.
Mother great deal
Yeah.
of trouble, Futaba-chan. She must have had some kind of
I'm
maternity
gonna go get
neurosis.
some munchies.
Okie dokie.
Nom, 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 nom.
So I'm not sure if you can see, but there's actually a QR code
I'm moving
that
it.
they're standing on.
Bring my plate up from dinner and throw it out.
Wait, that's a QR code? I thought that was just a bunch of...
No, there's a QR code on this little pattern right here, but they're blocking it so you can't really scan it.
Hey, we're gonna be in deep shit if this keeps up.
Oh, Futaba...
So,
I see
because she
where it
thinks she
is. Where
killed her
Futaba
mother,
is.
and because she thinks she deserves to die, Futaba gave birth to a palace where her mother wants her dead? Futaba-chan, look! There's no way that monster is your mother! It's just an illusion you created! But... She never abused you, did she? Boss told us! He said she did her best to raise you alone!
Isn't this a false memory that's been imprinted upon you?
A false memory?
Ugh!
You made your mother destroy all her research, Futaba-chan. She had worked so hard on this well. She lost
I
her
do say
mind,
that
and it's all
the
because of you.
conclusion to this palace is fantastic.
It's your fault!
It's her shadow!
Futaba Sakura, remember! You're the reason she committed suicide. You were just getting in the way of her research. Why did you think it was suicide?
Because of the note.
Exactly. The men in black suits read her suicide note to you. And what was written on it?
All of her complaints about me.
Yes. The shock and the pain led you to avert your eyes. But they kept reading it aloud in front of your relatives. Think hard. Was that suicide note real? Would the mother you loved so much truly have written that? Did she ever say such
Was
horrible
Futaba
things
interested
to you?
in Egyptian culture or something?
No, it's just thematic. It has
No!
nothing to do with...
She scolded me whenever I had tantrums, but she cared for me.
Then what about the suicide note?
A total lie!
You were used. They forged her suicide note and laid the blame of her death upon you. They trampled all over your young heart. Get mad. Don't forgive those rotten adults.
It's because I couldn't face myself, or Mom's death. Even then, why did they have to yell at me like that? Futaba-chan?
What denies you is an illusion. A curse put upon you by the Heartless. You knew from the very beginning. And yet, you cowered in fear.
Ooh, that's right. I knew, but I...
It's all your fault. This time you'll be the one to die. Will you die as you were told? Who will you obey? First words spat out by a seething illusion, or the truth within your own soul? It's your fault. It's all your fault.
I won't let those distorted lies deceive me anymore. And I won't be led astray by others' voices either. I'm going to trust my own
The
eyes and
original
my own
Pokemon
heart
had
to
some
distinguish the truth
bangers
from
in
the
the
lies.
soundtrack.
There's no
Yeah.
way you're my mom! You're just a fake created by those horrid adults! I'll never forgive them! What is that? Huh?
Oh no, it's aliens.
Oh no, aliens!
I am thou.
Uh-oh, it's hentai. Mori, quick, censor it.
Wisdom has been revealed. No mysteries. No illusions shall deceive you any longer.
Futaba! I'm okay! Look
You
at
snuck
that.
down here while the
Please,
door was
help
open.
me.
Huh, Whiskey?
That's gotta go.
Now this is where it gets awesome.
Yeah.
Because instead of a boss battle theme, it's now like the Persona Awakening theme.
So freaking cute.
Mom! No, that's not her. You're just a monster.
Well, let's make sure Rai's not a liar. You can stay for a little bit. That make you happy, boy? Yeah, it'll make me happy too.
Damn! It's going to swoop down on us
Well,
again, isn't
I'm
it?
back with
What
company.
can we do?
Don't worry,
The
I'll
cat.
take care of it.
Yeah, I left the door open like a couple inches and he opened it more and came down here.
Hacking into my distortion should be no problem for me.
As I was getting my snacks, he did the ninja thing.
I won't let you.
Got some whiskey and rye here.
Risky and Rye.
Our turn. Here goes. I'm summoning
Just
our
dump your
ultimate
rye
weapon
bread
for
in the whiskey and
battlefield.
you're all good.
A ballista? Shoot it down with this, then beat the crap out of it.
Ah, I get it now. Let's go. You want to use the ballista, right? You want me to fire it?
I'll shoot it.
He really
You
is
want
my
me to
boy.
fire it, right?
I'll come home sometimes and he might be laying with my dad, but as soon as I get to my room here, he comes down the hall and chases after me.
Go down.
And then he ends up snuggling with me instead. And then I'm like, ha ha, he really is my boy. He left you for me.
I'll finish you.
Damn.
He's a sweet
My
little boy.
persona.
Let's go.
They're sweet.
Do I see Ponsu?
What?
Or is that just her? I thought I saw some
Gone. No matter how much I
Pants,
wish for her to be with me, it'll
undergarments
never come true.
below.
That's why I'll live in the
But
real
I
world.
I
wouldn't-
guess that might
Even
just
if
be the
she's
way the
not there
fur
with me
is.
anymore, then I'm
I
gonna
wouldn't
live
put
my
it past
life as free
Persona
and
if it
happy
did
as
something
I
like
can.
that. So let me get this straight. Futaba went from a cute nerd to having an Egyptian clone
My
to
mom
now
is
wearing
so
Tron
precious to me,
getup
and I still love
in
her
a
a
spaceship.
ton. But you're not her, and I'll never live a life where everything gets decided by someone else.
Plot.
No, you're not.
Yeah, this makes no.
Change direction. Aim the tip at her.
What were they thinking?
The answer is they weren't.
Time. You're mine.
Persona! Take this! Persona! How's this? You're just a monster born from my own weakness! Everyone, keep attacking it! Don't let up!
Do it!
Persona! Kinky!
There!
Witness my resolve! Me! Yeah!
This is my other self! Prepare yourself!
Persona! Prepare yourself!
Making fun of this, but
Persona!
Go down!
Persona! Me! Yeah!
I appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Let's go. I lend it!
Persona! Feel my rage!
holy shit, when did Mural get so popular?
She did have a little bit of help from other people.
She's up to 60 viewers right now. What the fuck?
Come! You're mine.
Oh, that's right.
She's climbing.
And here me and Mori are struggling at the bottom.
This is my other self.
And me too.
Take
But you
Life
know
just
what?
takes a
Honestly,
big
I'll give it
fucking
to-
cock and slaps us in the face with it.
Persona! Out of our way!
Well, it's not really life, it's more Twitch. Twitch is just jiggling the keys at us like, huh? Huh?
Star
It's
Soldier,
crazy
if
thing-
you knew what happened to me today, you would understand why I didn't stream. That's why I'm in call with Mori and Slappy right now, because I told them what happened.
Yep.
It is a pretty serious thing, so that's... It's good enough to be, like, not streaming today, but... Nonetheless, he's still correct on that, where you need to be streaming a little bit more often than just once a month.
Was a burden on her. Is myself. No one else.
Oh, I stream often. I still barely get anybody.
But then again, Twitch is still incredibly unfair when it comes to smaller
Yep.
channels.
Yep. Well, I mean, I have 70 people now.
No! With them, even the impossible can be made possible!
You're not getting potato chip whiskers, so don't even try. He hops off the couch, he sees me reaching in and pulling it out, and then he hops, like, he stands up on two, trying to, like, peek his head in.
Zechariah!
There!
Persona! Not finish you.
Persona! I lend it!
Persona! Take that!
Oh wait, did it?
That was
Wow!
awesome!
Everyone evaded that attack.
No! Hey! Wake up!
Yeah, but I did take a gamble on that one, though.
Oh, you deaded.
Yeah, I took a gamble because I put I equipped a persona that was weak against physical attacks, and so I was hoping that I would either like dodge it or to get reflected. But yeah, it's okay.
Damn! Don't... This is my heart's world, right? Hacking into my distortion should be no problem for me. I won't let you!
In that boss's case, she's a fursona.
Do you want me to fire it?
I'll shoot it. I'll handle it.
Toward the ballista!
Let's go. You're mine.
Really, what I should have done is I should have kept the persona I had equipped originally. I should have kept him equipped.
Persona! Prepare yourself!
Mom, that's why I'll... And I'm gonna... Listen, I'll never... No, you're not!
Change direction! Aim the tip at her!
You know what? I'm so glad I didn't say yes when Eagle asked me if I wanted to make today like my birthday present.
Yeah, that would have been a very bad birthday present.
Yeah.
There.
Music I hate.
Persona! Out of our way!
A cheap-ass entry pretty much for a gift. And having to play in a smoker section. Yeah. Fucking ass.
Yeah, you could have demanded him for a better present if that, if he actually did do that.
If there's anything I really want right now, it's just stuff that I'll actually use. Like, heck, even like, I eventually want to get like a VR setup. And I want to get a 3D model to do in VR chat. Because I know people, VR chat streams have actually been getting kind of popular lately.
Hurry up and heal!
Yeah, they have.
Much thanks.
And even Shy Lily started doing it.
Yep.
Nah, Star Soldier. I'm telling you, people you doing a lot and people are watching that shit.
Well, did you hear about the news that happened with VR chat though?
What?
VR chat implemented an anti-cheat function that basically killed the entire community.
What do you mean?
They have an anti-cheat thing to make it so that modding is basically like against terms of service and you get banned for it.
What do you mean by modding?
Don't modifying the game so you can actually do certain things in VR chat that normally aren't part of the game itself.
Like implementing your own model in it? Is that
No,
considered
not like that. No, like actual like different types of game modes and stuff like that.
Oh.
Yeah, they implemented an anti-cheat function that basically killed a lot of like different types of like special game modes that are usually meant for modding. Ever since they implemented that, it's been pretty much going downhill since then. It's gotten so bad that
You need to deal with the despair. It's bad to just ignore it.
the company that made VR chat has basically closed down all recent reviews on Steam.
What the fuck?
Yeah. It's really
So they're
bad.
calling the fucking Nintendo kind of shit.
Yeah, there's also some there's some theories going around that they're trying to get into the NFT stuff as well.
You're dizzy.
What is NFT?
No fucking thanks.
Thank you.
It's part of that cryptocurrency garbage. It's NFTs are basically like pictures that are actually implemented to being like kind of like a cryptocurrency.
want to use the ballista, right? You want me to fire? Smart decision. Run toward the ballista!
The world just keeps getting fucking worse.
Yeah.
Let's just burn it to the ground and start all over again.
Did I run out of brick? Oh, here we go. Okay.
Thank you. Persona!
That's a lie. Mom told me herself. She said no
Man.
matter what, she could keep working so hard because
Everything's
of me.
getting so
The one who decided my
fucking
existence
stupid.
was
All
a
these
burden on
companies
her
are
is
doing
myself.
stupid ass
No
shit
one
that fucks over people.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. There actually were a good amount of people that played on Linux, but ever since they introduced the anti-cheat stuff, because it's a separate program that plays along with VR chat, basically made the Linux version unplayable at this point.
No! With them, even the impossible can be made possible!
No, of course not.
Man, they're making all their freaking users hate them.
They're pulling a Blizzard. That's basically what they're doing. They're doing a Blizzard.
Wait, what did Blizzard do?
Kind of the same thing, but not to this degree. There's been like a lot of like legal stuff that's been going on with Blizzard, because like one of the things is they're actually being sent to court because of like, you know, like basically some women were being mistreated at work, and it kind of and the work kind of like a frat boy environment, to the point where women were kind of like ostracized and sometimes abused. Usually physical, mentally, or sexually.
Yeah, I heard about that. I watched Ackman's video on that shit.
Yeah, and there was actually some, they actually found out that Blizzard was actually destroying evidence, which, you know, that is incredibly illegal.
Yeah, it's hella sus, too.
Another problem with Blizzard is it buried my fucking car.
I do not have any more reviving stuff.
It's time.
Yep, I don't have anything to revive Yosuke with, so I'm just gonna keep attacking.
Stay dead, Yosuke. We don't need you yet.
Persona! Prepare yourself! Adjust vertical alignment! Alright! Fire!
Load the harpoon.
They call me Ishmael.
Your health is dangerously low.
Let's go.
Hurry up and heal.
You probably have. Yeah, I'm gonna have Makoto
I did
heal.
already. Not
Go
you.
back to.
Boss.
Go down.
You're dizzy. Your attacks might not connect. Have sword. My other step.
And Morgana, heal up everyone.
The room is spinning.
Getting kitty kisses.
Oh, that's painful.
No, it's not.
Cats with those friggin' spiny tongues and shit. That shit hurts.
Oh, a cat kisses one, they kind of like headbutt you.
He was licking my fingies. But
Yeah.
it's more so I kind of cheated though because I had salt on my fingers and my potato chips.
Oh, so cat kiss is the same as a dog kiss?
Let's go.
I appreciate it. Come! Go down!
I'll finish you.
Persona! I lend it!
Persona! Prepare yourself!
Well, I think they're just giving me the wind at this point.
I am thou.
I'll use my persona! Feel my rage!
Persona! Ravage them!
But this part's pretty cool. My kitty's sleeping on my bed. It looks like he's dead. I think he's sticking out his tongue.
I got whiskeys up here by me.
Yeah, I don't have any of my animals in my room.
No matter what you say to me, I will live! Fire!
My big ol' snuggly boy.
Bam.
With this power. Your repertoire's grown.
Excuse me.
Joker's like, hasta la vista, baby.
I'd like to try this skill soon.
Tempest Slash.
Star Soul, did you forget who you're talking about? You think I don't like it with all the degenerate stuff that's there?
My persona learned a new skill.
Slap, Mori, please remind Star Soldier on how I am with degeneracy.
Damn, you're freaking incredible!
I mean, you tolerate it to some degree, but you ain't really a huge fan of it.
Whoa, what in the world? Ooh, it's totally skin tight.
Another thing showed up?
Mom?
Huh?
Futaba. Thank you for choosing to remember the real me.
I'm sorry for
I'm
being so
sorry,
selfish.
it's just because
Mom.
Slap has really awful
Don't
jokes.
come over here. This
No
isn't where
offense,
you're
Slap.
What,
supposed
and
to
you
be,
don't?
Is it?
But I finally got to see you again.
Are you being selfish again?
I love you, Mom.
I love you too.
We don't talk
Futaba.
about that.
Now, you should get going.
Is it me or does that outfit make her ass look a little dummy thick?
Oh, right. Medjed.
She is a pretty.
Where
She
are
is
you going?
kind of like bottom heavy.
I know how to use the nav now.
And she was just turning her ass around and hiding it after I said that.
She left.
That girl marches to the
It
beat of her
literally
own
looks like
drum,
she went
doesn't
to hide her ass from me after I said
You're one
that.
to talk.
But if we have her on our side... Wait, what about her treasure?
Oh yeah, we almost forgot.
Wow, Star Soldier, those are shots fired, dude.
It's empty?
What's going on? Wasn't it supposed to be here?
Futaba
finally
herself
get
was the
classes
treasure, and she's gone, so of course it's empty. Shoot.
Too bad
This
we
is
can't
bad.
time each other out.
What's the matter?
Not only did the real person come into her own palace, she awakened to a persona while she was here. This place could
Okay,
collapse
you're
any
so
second
smart,
now.
Star Soldier. Why don't you
We've
tell us a
accomplished
joke
our
there,
mission
huh?
if her palace is crumbling. We should hurry back to
He doesn't
reality.
have to. We're here.
That would be wise.
Don't have any jokes, huh?
Wait a minute. Does this actually have an anime, this game?
Yeah, it does, but it's actually not the same. The same the studio that made the cutscenes here is not the same one that made the anime.
Huh.
I know about the Persona anime and the manga. I think
What
Persona
the
3,
heck
I
was with Whisker? Hey, no, don't go in there.
What's going on?
Hey, you guys still alive?
I thought I was gonna die and... hey! Will you let go already? Sorry!
Not again.
What was that sound? Hmm? What are you guys doing out here?
Oh,
Reminds me, where's Futaba?
What about
That cat's kind of smart sometimes.
Oh,
What happened?
I didn't realize that the door was like
came all this
not
way,
completely
so how
closed.
about
There
we
was like
enjoy some coffee?
maybe an inch from being like
that's a
completely
great
closed,
idea.
and he pushed it
That's
open with his
fine.
paw, and then stuck his
I'm
head
not
through to make
thirsty,
enough
though.
space to fit.
Oh shit, really?
I almost
Mhm.
forgot. I have some business to take care of, so you guys go on ahead.
Okay, gotcha.
Damn, I finished third. Oh well.
Oh, I'm bad
Let's
with
go see
parties
Futaba.
too, Star Soldier. I'm not really good with these big social gatherings,
Futaba,
really.
can you hear me? Please say something. Please. Could this be our fault? Is it because we defeated her monstrous mother?
No. That was nothing more than a cognitive being created in her mind. Destroying it wouldn't cause memory loss or put a physical burden on her.
What should we do?
Hey, don't you know a doctor?
You do. Can you contact them?
A house call is gonna cost you, you know.
How much will it be?
That was a joke.
So, how is her condition?
Her pulse, breathing, temperature, and blood pressure are all normal. No ocular abnormalities either. I'm not sure why, but it seems this girl is in some kind of light stupor. Furthermore, she lacks muscle for her age. I doubt she has much stamina either.
I see. The rebound from her awakening was too strong.
There may have been too many abnormal circumstances.
We simply cannot keep quiet about this. We should let Boss know.
Oh,
Wouldn't he figure out our identities?
Still, we should tell him,
did
shouldn't we?
Mori stream crash?
Yeah, it's... What?
Internet problem still.
Well, I mean, I can still talk to you guys.